beautiful, welcome to another video. Just like I promised in my previous video, this video will be 5 ways. I was gonna make it 7, but I'm really trying to work with time, so let's see. But for now, I'll say 5 ways you're not loving yourself enough and what to do about that. So you guys know what to do. Obviously, support me, subscribe. The first thing is you're not allowing yourself to take time off, because really the way everyone works, like most people work their regular shift and work overtime. Some people even have a second, another, third, whatever jobs, and go to school and probably have kids or family to take care of, and you're just doing all these things. You're going, you're not allowing yourself time to reset, you're not giving yourself time to rest. Just like your car, if you're running your car 100 miles every day without servicing it, without giving it a break, I feel like probably by the 3rd week, 4th, the car is gonna start acting up, or you're just gonna feel burnt out. The car is not gonna be burnt out. So that's how it is for we humans. Whatever you do, give yourself time to rest. If you plan yourself, you think you're so busy there's no time to rest, there's no break time, but that's a lie. Trust me. If you sit down, write out your schedule, whatever, if you need to come up with a calendar, write out the dates and the times you're working, and find out, you'll be able to figure out somewhere in between you can take a break, probably just a whole day break to yourself. Have a you time. Like, I try to do that sometimes, because if you don't, have you seen some mothers that just snap and like overreact over any little thing their kid does? The child can fight for themselves or defend themselves because you're an adult. A lot of people don't know they are doing that because you're burnt out, you're stressed out, you're exhausted, you're tired. That's why you're snapping over every little thing. You're yelling at the top of your lungs because someone spilled milk. If you notice, some men or women just snap over every little thing, yell over every little thing.
Oh God! No, God, please, no, no!
Yeah, when you find yourself doing that, take a break, rest, relax, reset. Even if it's just 1 day, if you can afford 2 days, and you'll be surprised how relaxed your muscles are gonna be. The second thing is your wish, your happiness should always come first before others. I've heard someone saying, oh, they come first before their kid or whatever, and someone else that was there felt like that's weird, like why would he say that? And I agree. Like, you should come first before any other person, everybody included. Your safety, your happiness, your joy. Pick yourself first, and that can even include you postponing your dreams. Like, sometimes you might want to do something, but because you feel like it's not the right time for your partner, or you feel it's not the right time for your parents or your friend. Let's say start a Airbnb business and your friend can afford that, so you feel like, oh, because my friend can afford it, I don't want my friend to feel bad, I don't want my friend to feel like a failure, let me just hold on to that plan. I'll do it in the future. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't know if your friend is actually doing it, but they just hiding it away from you. You don't know how much you would have made and saved up before that tomorrow comes. Another way you're not loving yourself enough, you'll be surprised, is by saying bad words to yourself or putting yourself down by the things you say about yourself or to yourself. Sometimes some people say things like, I'm always gonna mess up, or I'm not lucky, or I'm a failure, or I know I'm gonna fail that test, I don't think I'm gonna get the house, stuff like that. Just stop saying those kind of things about yourself. Change that thinking, start saying positive things about yourself, because at the end of the day, there are some things you won't want to say to someone you love. Like, you won't tell your child, oh, you're a failure, I know you're gonna fail, so why say that to yourself? Like, I'm sure you won't say to your friend, oh, I'm sure you're not gonna get that house. If you know or you think that thing is wrong to say to someone else. It's bad to say to someone, especially someone you don't want to hurt their feelings, someone you love, someone you care about. That's a sign you don't want to say that to yourself either. The fourth reason why you might not be loving yourself enough is if you find yourself apologizing for everything all the time. You're always apologizing. If you find yourself always taking the blame for everything, when something goes wrong, when something don't turn out as planned, you just jump in and take the blame for that. You might want to change that. Taking responsibility and ownership of situations is excellent, but there has to be a balance. It's not like, oh, I'm not talking about someone that just, or just to create peace, you just say, oh, you're sorry, just to let them go, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you find yourself always apologizing for everything. Like when something happened, you just jump and say, you're sorry, that's your fault, or my bad, I did it, I'm wrong, whatever. Then you want to fix that. It's okay to make mistakes once in a while. Everybody makes mistakes. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't just assume you're always at fault. You don't want to accept toxic or wrong behavior from someone because you don't want them to get upset, or you just want them to move on or whatever. No, it's good to reflect on what went wrong, what happened, and talk about it with the person. At the end of the day, trust me, when you talk about things with someone, it always end up working out. It's actually worth it. Like the whole thing gets resolved. You understand the person better, the person understands you better. Both of you can then apologize or whatever and move on. Another reason is if you find it hard to say no, you may lack self-love. If you feel like people's time is more valuable than yours, or you don't want to hurt them, you just say yes to everything they say. When your self-worth is dependent upon validation from other people, you eagerly want to do things that will prove they're satisfied with you. Even when you're not happy, just because you want them to be satisfied with you, because you want them to approve of you, you just say yes to everything. And that's not a good thing. If someone asks you for something or asks you for a favor and it inconveniences you, or it's just something you don't want to do, just tell them, hey, you know, I really wish I could do this, but it's just going to be inconvenient for me. Say someone is traveling and their airport is like 2 hours away or an hour away, and you have to go to work. You might be thinking, oh, you know what, I'll just call out from work like I've always done, just to make her happy, just to make sure, you know, she's good. And yeah, I'll go to work the following day, even though my supervisor or my boss warned me the last time I called out or I came to work late. It don't matter. I'll just go in late and face whatever over there. The important thing is I'm making this person happy. No, you don't want to do that. How about you let the person know, oh, I have to go to work. You can take a Uber or a Lyft, whatever, to the airport. And or if they tell you before they book the flight, you can tell them like, hey, why don't you put it on this day, or at so time I can be able to help you. But if you put it on this day and that time, I won't be able to help you. I have to be at work. A true friend, someone that respects you, someone that value you, should understand that. They shouldn't get upset or have an attitude or act phony towards you because you're trying not to inconvenience yourself. If you don't accept compliments with a genuine heart, you might be struggling with self-love. Say someone compliments something you did, instead of replying with, oh, I could have done it better, how about you just say, oh, thanks. Simple. Even if you feel like, oh, maybe there's something you could have done better there, you know, you can keep that to yourself and improve on it later, instead of just like outright thinking, oh, you could have done better, you didn't do it right, you messed it up or whatever. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. If there's anything on this list you used to do or you still do and you're surprised like, wow, I had no idea that had anything to do with self-love, leave me a comment in the comment section, or if you have a question, leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll answer your question. I'm going to be there waiting for you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications.